We have an early season collision of teams ranked in the top 25, both with a chance to come up with a quality win and really build toward an excellent season today.
Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies.
As we'll see the number 24th ranked team in the country, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going.
He'll hand it off.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He hands it off from the gun. First down and more. He's still running. Sophomore brought down after a nice run. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So getting nothing on 1st down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8.
Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Ball carrier tackled there.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
He's got it near the end zone. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. The gain moves the ball to the 34. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup, both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of...
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Makes a quick grab. tackle, but first down. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Back-to-back deep shots. Buck inside the red zone and still running. Defense picks it up, still moving. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down to the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
A great throw here by the quarterback and a big gain here for Texas A&M's offense. A great route by the wide receiver and the ability to go up and make a play. Boy, they've had some great ones over the years.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Try and muscle for the first down. They make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Same tailback, another carry. Second down after that run on the previous play. Play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. He makes the grab. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Locates the tight end. It's complete. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Great connection there for 6 points. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a short completion of the big tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Wants to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks loose at the 45. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. It's a shotgun run call. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. Well, Ball State has the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the outlet. Touchdown, Aggies. They jump on top now here in the quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Grinding away with the running game. Powering through. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's 2nd down here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good enough for 1st down yardage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Aggies pick up enough to get a 1st down there. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They'll run it here. He puts it on the turf. The defense scoops it up. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. All the way back for a scoop and score. This place going crazy.
What a play by this defense. Late in a game like this, trailing, to be able to come up with a touchdown like this takes all the pressure off of their own offense. Now they've got the lead and a chance to win the game.
Now an important PAT to stretch the lead to a field goal. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the 4th quarter. Can they hang on? Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Here we go. Desperation time in the final minute, down 3. What can they come up with? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Short connection to the tight end here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Hey, positive yards here. 4th quarter, trailing really close to the 2-minute mark here. But I love the fact he's able to get out of bounds, preserve that clock. Let's see if they can take some shots downfield to get points on the board.
Snags a good throw. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? They desperately need it. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Third down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. Grabbed by the receiver. They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Hey, you get late in a game like this, of course you're going to dial up your best receiver. I love his route running and his speed to be able to get separation from the defender. They better find an answer for this receiver, otherwise they're going to go back to him again.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Caught for the completion. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Makes the grab on the move. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. And the Aggies line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. He escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
4th down now, and defensively, you know, you're just asking these guys to make one more stop to seal the victory.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. And the game is tied here in the final seconds. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. It inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team gets the return to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the 2nd overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the 3rd overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that 3rd series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
First down and 10.
Not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. So here we come up on third and short now. This defense trying to get a stop and force a field goal try here in OT. Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
What a job by this defense to come up with that stop. Good job of pressuring the quarterback. And now, big decision for this offense in overtime. Do you go for it to try to eventually get the touchdown, or do you settle for 3 in the field goal?
He missed it. Off target that time. He missed it, and the game is still tied up.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good. By the holder, everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
So here we go. This defense needing to come up with something special here. Make a play to keep hope alive in this game. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today. Getting set. Here's second down.
Here we go.
And now the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So the offense comes up on third and long in overtime. Certainly don't want to take the loss and make this field goal try more challenging. The receiver grabs it. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So here we go, a long field goal. Try to win it in overtime. This is a kicker's dream. And now the defense will spend a timeout to talk strategy here before this crucial play coming up. It's good! An overtime game winner!
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Well, that's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Looking to throw, it's Cutler. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Rush is on him. He's going to take off. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback Sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Sneak gets it done.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start.
And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to tunnel with the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Cutler. He's got an open man. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Aggie! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Well, I'm not sure. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute well.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Oh, they're after him. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Cutler. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll take it himself. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Throwing down the sideline, and it's a big play down the right side. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw, it's Cutler. Gonna let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on 4th down? We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And, if nothing else, a notable first half so far.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. They get to him as he throws. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Sends it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Back to pass, it's Cutler. Tight end finds a soft spot. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. He leaves it with his back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Aggies! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that.
Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
They'll go back to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Conway. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's loose. All by himself down the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. Hit as he throws. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. And he's wrapped up after he's... Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground from the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Now the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap.
Welcome to a long-awaited showdown. Don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Quick completion to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Pass caught, 2nd down now. QB bootlegs here. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. The Aggies will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Bringing pressure. That's incomplete. He was hit. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The pass ball is incomplete. They took a downfield shot in the final play of the opening quarter. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. This time a completion. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Catch made on the out route. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. That pass is caught.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
And the pass is complete to the tight end. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking deep to the right side. And he makes the grab inside the 10. The tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Strong game by this quarterback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On first down, it's play action. Taking a deep shot here to the right. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to scramble. Oh, look, he's chucking it deep again. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The offense begins this drive, backs to their own goal line, set up at the 3. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Using his legs here. They'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. So a 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. First and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Close to the tight end. Oh, he can't bring it in. A chance for a takeaway. And one of the star players on this defense couldn't make it. So second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. A short completion of the tight end. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
See what the call is on first and 10. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. They finally stop him, but not before he gets to the 16-yard line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Bought some time, now lets it go. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. Quick throw to the left side. What a catch! They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. First down, looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. The pass rush closing in. Oh, and it's incomplete. A chance at a much-needed takeaway there. Now it's second down. So the misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 32. He's running out of time here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Great call here by the defensive coordinator, sending that linebacker on the blitz, and it works out for the sack. And tell you, Miami linebacker play over the years, I would put up there with anybody in the country.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the Aggies will bring their punt team on the field now. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the returner decides. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Gets it out quickly to the left side. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. The Aggies will look to convert here on 4th down. Try to convert with a sneak. First down and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Here's the throw deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he will hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
This is a crucial third down play. To try a field goal from here would be 61 yards. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the left side. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made quickly after the catch, but moves the ball to the 12, a red zone opportunity.
Well, this is what makes this tight end so difficult, Chris. I mean, this defense is playing man-to-man coverage. You go to a corner route, he's running like a wide receiver. Travis Kelce in the NFL has changed the game for up-and-coming tight ends from the high school game, now in the college game. They're essentially wide receivers playing tight end.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. This one's going to fall incomplete, brings up 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity of dropping that interception. But there's nothing more impressive to me than a in the clutch. Gives them the lead here in the 4th quarter, but there's still time left for a final drive, so their defense will have to step up.
Turner decides to field it. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? They desperately need it. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. Here we go, down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. And they quickly spike the football to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. 2nd down, they're going to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Catch made on the sideline. He does get the foot down. Heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. And he'll set out to throw. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
The offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left. So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. And it's the defense who stops the clock now with 17 seconds remaining. So a chance to tie the game here in the final minute of play.
knocks it right through. And that ties the game. We could be headed for overtime.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50+.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's caught at the 25, and he's still going. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch it? Touchdown, Aggies. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They score, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. All right, 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pocket breaking down. One last pass at St. Paul is incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated them.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Off the play fake on first down. They're working that left side. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Sends it back in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Hills. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Turning it on. Past the first down marker and still running. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Working that left side now. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. The Wildcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. The matchup we'll be watching. Back, big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets that thing away from the goal line. This offense starts deep in a hole. Scanning the field is Cutler. Dumps it to the back. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, This guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Boy, that seemed to be prime return. First play of the period, first down here. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. On the option. Now the pitch. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't.
Oh, a lot of space. He's inside the 40. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's first and 10. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff to the single running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be third and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down to the 40.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Aggies. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Off-play action on first down. Dances away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab outside. It's Hills.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try and pick up some positive yards.
And some room to work. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Cutler. Firing to the right, complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And this... incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A&M comes back out with another first down. To the air on first down. He makes a grab. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. First down here for the offense. From the gun, looking for a man. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going for 6. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Handoff from the gun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Off play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. To throw, it's Cutler. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. Still on his feet at the 40. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gets rid of it. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, though. They go to the ground. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Hills. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Right on target this time. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Cutler. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Big fella moving. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
Setting up for the PAT, and when he gets this late, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leiter, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 8 over Oregon. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Just going to keep it after the snap.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass, it's Jennings. grab near the marker. It's Robinson. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Complete in the middle. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab on the left side. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Finds his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Pass to the end zone, caught. Touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. Goes to the option. He is in, and they roll the dice. Won't settle for the tie. They take the lead with a 2-point conversion. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So
looking deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half. The D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.